All right, so I just watched Fionna and Cake, the Adventure Time show, and it was pretty good. And it's about time too, because I haven't done like a review on the TV show in a minute. It's been like a bunch of manga, but in my defense, there hasn't like been like a lot of just good TV shows to watch. Like there's just been like a lot of mid shows I didn't feel like talking about because like that's just like a waste of my time. Like if I'm gonna do a review, I'd rather the review be like of a really good show or like a really bad show or movie. You know what I mean? Not just like complete midness. Like an example of this would be Secret Invasion. Quick review of that. It was trash, but like mid trash. So like, why waste my time? Besides that, you came here for Fiona and Cake, so I'm gonna talk about it. So this Fiona and Cake show dropped on HBO Max, and it's pretty good. It's like a really good show. And like HBO Max has been doing really good when it comes to like the Adventure Time lore and TV shows. Because I think it was like a year or two ago, they dropped like Distant Lands. It was like different short one-off episodes of like Adventure Time and their characters, and it was really good. Like the two main episodes I really liked was the Princess Bubblegum episode, Marceline, and them doing like going to this like Glass Kingdom, their relationship and whatnot. And the other episode was like Finn and Jake in the afterlife when Finn and Jake both died, and Finn trying to find Jake and stuff like that. Like both of those episodes were like really good character stuff. It was just like all around good stuff. I liked it. But now we fast forward to this Fiona and Cake show, and this show is pretty great. So like the plot of the show is Fiona actually exists. She's like actually a character in this universe, and she's like living this mundane life. It's very boring, but she has like dreams of being like a hero one night and wants to go to be more like a hero. She wants to be like Finn. Now she doesn't know she wants to be like Finn, but she just wants to like go on adventures, fight monsters, stuff like that. That's what she wants. But she's stuck in like this, very human world like ours. Then also at the same time we have the Ice King, who's now Simon, a normal guy. He's going to his day-to-day life, just upset missing Betty, who turned to Gold Visit. So he's depressed missing her. He wants to find her, be with her. Then the plot is Fiona and Cake then are actually inside of Simon's mind because Prismo put them in there to make his own little universe. So the whole plot is them trying to make sure their universe doesn't die because this guy called the Scarab goes out hunting variants, or what's he looking for? People who break the rules. So he's like doing his job. He's trying to hunt them down. So the goal is for them to stay alive, keep Ice King alive so the universe doesn't die, but then also find a crown because Fiona thinks she wants to have a magical world. So if Ice King or Simon puts on the crown, you can then become magical, then they have a magical world too. So that's the plot. You get Fiona and Cake. Cake obviously turns to, her magical self because of Prismo, all that good stuff. And the whole idea of the show is them going to a different universe trying to find a crown while being hunted down by the Scarab guy. Very fun plot. I think I didn't spoil too much. I feel like that's a very nice explanation without giving too much details. So that's the plot. Very fun, very cool. Then also, I just really like, I'm just rambling on this point. But like the whole idea is like Fiona slowly realizing how, she wants to be a hero, but then realize she's not really cut out to be one. Like when she's going to all these different universes, like you see her trying to be a hero. And she's doing the best she can, but she's realizing, hey, maybe I really don't want the hero life. I just want to have a normal life. But then you also have like the switch between Cake, because Cake was just a normal cat, but now she's magical. She's like, hey, wait a second. I like this magic stuff. Let's get Ice King back. So it's those two, like that's a pretty good, interesting storyline that they touch on. Just all around, just a very fun, enjoyable time. And I really just like how with these shows that they're doing, they give us more of the Adventure Time lore. It's like if you watch Adventure Time, it's like very heavy when it comes to just, the lore and storytelling. But it doesn't, just, what I'm trying to think of. They don't just throw it all at you. Like you got to find the lore through other character because it makes sense. Like you're not just going to have like one day, like I'm just going to say, the Lich is a good example. So like the Lich was never really talked about at all. He just existed in the show. Then like one day, the Lich shows up and Finn has to defeat the Lich. And then Princess Bubblegum then gets an explanation about who the Lich is and why he's a bad guy, So you get lore when it's necessary to have lore. They don't just give you the lore all the time. They just give it to you when it's necessary to have it. So I always like that about Adventure Time. They give you the lore when it's needed. Then in Fiona and Cake, they do that even better when they give you more lore when it comes to like Prismo and like his job, the higher ups. Even more, and also, not a real spoiler because the whole premise is Simon trying to find Betty too, who fused to Golb at the end of the Adventure Time. So you get more sense about what Golb is and like his purpose, then also why the Lich is a part of Golb also. And just all these cool things connect and work together very nicely. It's a good ending too. And like it's all around a good time. And I feel like in this show they also do like the multiverse thing pretty well. Because like we jump through like a couple universes of just different let's say Adventure Time universes, you know? So I really like that, you know, like they do the multiverse thing well, have the characters done well, just all around a good time. Then also, I forgot to mention this, it's like a almost mature show. Like they have like blood, cursing, all that stuff, which I like. It's like Adventure Time came out back what? I want to say I was in 4th grade, so 2010 was around when Adventure Time came out. And so while watching Adventure Time, like you see Finn grow up, then you also grow up too. You know what I mean? So I appreciate that about this show. Like now in this Adventure Time, Fionna and Cake, we have Fionna who's like in her 20s, you know, as an adult, vibing out, you know, going through her normal mundane life, having a sucky job, crappy apartment, good friends, all that stuff. Like they make it very real. They like mature the show with the audience, which I appreciate. Like another good example of this happening when they have when the show matures with the audience, I think is Ben 10. Like you have Ben 10, he was like a 10-year-old. Then over time you see him like grow up to be like a teenager, an adult, and like he grows up with you as you grow up too. And I think I think Harry Potter did that too with the books too. Like as the kids were reading the books, they got older too, so that the kids in the books. There's like multiple examples of, you know, the writers making sure the characters grow up with their audience, which I appreciate. So you have like more connection with the character. So all around, a really good show. I loved it. Good to have Adventure Time back as always. Hopefully we get more of it. More Adventure Time lore, more Adventure Time fun. All that good stuff. So like on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm giving this a 9, bro. I'm giving this like a solid 9. A good time, great time, fun action, funny moments, good character stuff, emotional too. Like it hits all the right beats. You know, it's just a great show. I recommend. Check it out on HBO Max. I'm not sponsored, but maybe one day. Am I right? I think that's about it for this video, and I'll catch you guys later.